So there's not much better than mountain biking. It is uplifting to the spirit and to my soul. My name's Jeff Rogers. I'm 60 years old. I grew up in Nevada City, California. My dad bought a house here in 1965. He was a ski instructor with my mom. They wanted a place closer to the Sierras, so we moved here when I was 5 years old. I started riding bikes in my driveway on the gravel, no training wheels, of course. When I first started mountain biking in my early 20s, I was inspired by the famous Marin crew. Saw those guys riding balloon bikes and I thought, that's cool, and converted my cruiser to a multi-speed bike, and that was where it all started. Coming from BMX, I started building trails that emulate the tracks, which were jumps, berms, those sort of things. I like to go fast and have flow, but at the same time, I also like technical sections that challenge you. It's always been my goal to ride as much of the trail as possible. Today we're riding on taxi cab up to Miners and returning on Miners. The taxi cab trail is one of the more popular routes to ride up to Scotts Drop, Hoot Trail to Pioneer. It's a very well-used trail for people that are not shuttling up to those destinations. My favorite part of taxi cab is the section through the Black Forest where it has a little bit of a roller coaster section. I enjoy the wide open fields more for the view, but they are also challenging to navigate through the rocks. Some days you have it and some days you don't. It's one of those kind of trails that always keeps you on your toes. Miners Trail got the name from it being an old stagecoach road that the miners would use. 5 years ago when I moved back, I wanted to get the trail a little bit more exciting, and so I started building side hits. All the jumps are optional, or the wall rides are all optional, and it just is something that I find fun, and apparently everyone does that rides it as well. Mountain biking actually saved my life in a lot of ways. When I was in my early 20s, I was quite heavy, drinking a lot, and on the path of destruction, basically. And that's when I got on the mountain bike and built these trails. It's what really has enhanced my life in so many ways, and given me a profession as well. I've spent 30 years in mountain bike, road bike retail. I'm a mechanic, but my role is managing shops, the service areas, to the floor, to the general manager. Not only have I been active in retail, but I've also been a tour guide following the Tour de France. To get to this age and still be able to keep with the young kids is something I'm very grateful for. And yeah, my peers still wonder when I'm going to grow up.